Recording in progress.
Hare Krishna, Dhanapranam to all devotees again. So we are starting this special class about um, Gauranga Mahaprabhu today on the special occasion of Gaur Purnima, and today we are going to be talking about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So before we start, we are going to quickly, I'll say the prayers. You can also, if you remember the prayers, keep yourself muted and recite the prayers along with me. Okay, whoever remembers. And okay, so we'll pray to our acharyas, Guru, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Goswamis, and um, and all the other Vaishnava devotees and Prabhupada, because of whom we are getting this knowledge sitting here in America today. Okay. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna
Krishna
Prishtaya
Pristhaya
Bhutale
Bhutale
Swalpam
Srimate
Rukmini
Bhaktivedanta
Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti
Namaste
Namine
Namane
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha
Jai Krishna
Shunyavadi
Chaitanya Prabhu
Paschatya Deshatarane. So that is the prayer for Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so we'll start the Mangalacharan prayers from the start. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sujeevam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. Jai Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Okay. So today we are talking about the wonderful occasion of Shri Gaur Purnima. So Gaur Purnima is just like we have Janmashtami, when we celebrate the appearance of Lord Krishna. On the day of Gaur Purnima, we are celebrating the occasion of appearance of anyone? Does anyone know whose appearance
What did you say?
Whose appearance day are we celebrating on Gaur Purnima?
Gauranga?
Gauranga. And who is Gauranga Mahaprabhu? What can everybody tell me one line? We have talked about Lord Gauranga a few times. So let's keep this class interactive, and I want one line, whatever you want to say about Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Gauranga. Okay, so if you go early, then there are higher chances that what you know will not be said already by others. So let's go. And if it's possible, please switch on your videos so I know that who I'm interacting with. And but if for some reason you cannot put it on, then it's okay. But if possible, please keep your videos on. Okay, go ahead. So Navya is trying to be smart, and she wants to start off because the sooner you say, then it's more possible that whatever you want to other people will know that too, right? And then you can say it before others. Okay. Okay, Navya, you get to go last because you've been hearing about Lord Gauranga the longest. So
sing about Chaitanya.
Yeah, it's the same. So Anaya, yes, go ahead. What do you know about Lord about Gaur Purnima or Gauranga?
What?
What
You
do you
said
know?
Chaitanya.
Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, so Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the same as Gauranga.
Oh, he he came to he came to the earth because he wanted to enjoy like other people, other like his bhakt enjoy, and because he
Yeah,
wanted to
very good.
spread Krishna bhakti.
Yes, so that's a very beautiful point. Hari bol. So Lord Gauranga or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to spread. He came in the mood of a devotee. He wanted to experience what happiness do the devotees feel in saying in the devotion. So there is a lot of happiness in devotion. So there's a lot of love that the devotees have for the Lord. So Lord wanted to experience that love. So that is why he came. So, so that is one. So there are many reasons that the Lord appears. There are many reasons, and there are some called as internal reasons, external reasons. But this is one of the main reasons. He came in the mood of a devotee.
He
Okay.
came in the mood of Radharani.
Yes, and that is the highest devotee. So that's in the mood of Radharani. Yes. Okay. Soham and Sareen.
Chaitanya is the form of Krishna.
Yes, so Lord Chaitanya is actually none other than Krishna. So he is Lord Krishna, who is, as Anaya said, in the mood of Radharani. He is Krishna himself, but in what mood is he? He is in the mood of Srimati Radharani as a devotee. So he comes in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Yes, very nice, Haribol. Okay, anyone else? Okay, Navya, you can go. What else can you tell us about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Um, did we already say that he's Krishna and Radha?
Yeah, we already, so yeah,
Yeah,
kind of we talked about him. He's a
I said
combined
that.
incarnation
Oh,
of Krishna and Radharani. He is Lord Krishna who is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Yes.
um, he is supposed to be the most merciful incarnation.
Yes, very important. He is the most merciful incarnation of the Lord. He comes in Kali Yuga, which is so this yuga, there are four yugas, right? And he comes in Kali Yuga. And Lord is called as Tri Yuga. Does anyone know what that means? Krishna is called as Tri Yuga, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead is called as Tri Yuga. Tri Yuga means one who comes in three yugas. Okay, so what three yugas do we know? Why is he called Tri Yuga? Because he comes in three yugas. The he comes he comes in Satyug, then he comes in Dwapar Yug, then he comes in he comes in Treta Yug then, and then he comes in Dwapar Yug. So that's why he's called as Tri Yuga.
But why
Okay.
not Kalyug? I know Kalyug is a very bad one. I know in
Yeah, Kali
Kalyug
Yuga is a
most of the
bad one, so
people are
that's
very
why.
bad. But why
So
did
this
he
is
come this time?
Yeah, so he comes actually, but he comes in a hidden form. He's called as a what is called as a Chan avatar. Chan avatar means hidden incarnation. So the Lord comes in actually all four yugas, and actually there are multiple. So how many incarnations of Lord is there? Krishna has how many incarnations? Does anyone know? Unlimited incarnations.
I can't count. I don't know all of
It is
them.
actually unlimited. Nobody can count.
I don't
No,
know all of them. Then how can I
even
count?
the biggest of scholars, greatest of scholars cannot count, because it is described that how many incarnations does Krishna have? equal to the number of the waves in the ocean. Now, who can count the number of waves in the ocean? Any one of you?
I'm not sitting
No.
there all day night before I die,
Right?
so
So it's
I'm
not
not
possible
sitting
to
there.
count. So it's their unlimited incarnation, but out of them there are some prominent incarnations. The most prominent are the 10 incarnations, which are commonly known as Dash Avatar, the 10 most important incarnations. The first one of them being the Matsya Avatar, the fish incarnation, right? He comes in the form of a fish.
The
In the starting of
turtle.
Satyuga, he comes as a fish incarnation, mean. Like that, there are many incarnations. The main 10 ones are there's a fish incarnation, then tortoise, and so on. There's Varha, then there is Narsimha
Neshama.
Dev, yes. So then Vaman Dev. So there are like then Lord Ram and so on. But the main 3 incarnations in each yuga, in Satyuga he is there. He comes as Lord Narsimha. In
No.
Treta Yuga, in Treta Yuga, he comes as Lord Ram. In Dwapar Yuga, he comes as Krishna himself. And then, so those are the 3 main incarnations. He's called as Tri Yuga, that he comes in all the 3 yugas. And then in Kali Yuga, he actually comes, but he comes in a hidden incarnation, which is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was appeared in the 15th century. So right now, which century it is? This is the 20th century, 21st century now, right? So he came in
15th?
the 15th century. So about 500, close to 500, 550, close to 530 years ago from now. Okay. His appearance was in 1486. Okay. And where did he appear? He appeared in the region of Nadia. Nadia is in the region of West Bengal in India. That's where he appeared. It's not now called as, that area is also called as Mayapur. And there is Navdweep Dham. There are 9 little islands called as Navdweep. Nav
Why
means
didn't he
9.
come in Vrindavan? Why did he come in Mayapur?
Well, it is his own decision, and it's actually described in the scriptures as to where all the incarnations which are there. They are not just they not anybody can say, well, I'm Krishna, I can say, right? So how do you prove that somebody is Krishna or not? So all the incarnations are actually described in the scriptures as to what, when they will appear, where they will appear, who will be their parents, right? When we our birthdays are, it is said that we are born on a certain day, right? Because we don't come um, by our own will. We are born in a certain family, right? We don't choose that this is going to be my father, this is going to be my mother, this is going to be my brother, right? You have your relationships, you are born in a certain family. But for Krishna or the Lord, it is not like that. We say Krishna appears in a certain family in a certain time up by his own will, and it is already described in the scriptures. So it is actually described exactly that he will appear in the region of Nadia, which is this region of Navdweep near West Bengal in India. The time when he will appear was described already in the scriptures. There was a special occasion when he appeared. It was a lunar eclipse. So it is Purnima, which means a full moon. Just like this was the first time, probably after 1486, when we were having the same kind of planetary positions, because it was Purnima, that is a full moon, but it was also a lunar eclipse on that day. Lunar eclipse is
Yeah.
so right, this time on God Purnima there was a lunar eclipse. So lunar eclipse is when you can't. It's a full moon, but you can't see the moon, right?
You you
Because the way
you
the
have
planetary position
to.
is there. So for a certain time you can't see the moon, so that's called as a lunar eclipse. Now, during lunar eclipse, it is supposed to be not very auspicious at that time, and that's why during lunar eclipse a lot of people are they chant, and on that particular day when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, a lot of all the brahmanas and all the people, they were in the rivers chanting the name of the Lord, Hari 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 Hari, for auspiciousness to come. So that is why it is then when actually Lord appeared, then everywhere there was the name of the Lord, Hari and Harinam, being sang everywhere. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was like, well, this is why I appeared. I want to start the Sankirtan movement. And now I'm appearing and everybody is chanting Hari 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 Hari. So that was apt. Actually, when you think about Lord Krishna when he appeared at that time also, so appearance of the Lord makes everything that is otherwise considered inauspicious auspicious. Do you all know what does auspicious mean?
Not really.
Okay, Adi?
Like maybe holy or very special.
Yes, very good. So auspicious is something that is that is considered to be very nice and very holy and very uh, well. Let's see what
Special?
special in a spiritual way. Okay, let's see what the dictionary says about the exact meaning of the word auspicious. Okay, so auspicious is adjective describing something favorable, promising, indicative of future success and good fortune. So that is the dictionary meaning, exact meaning of auspicious. Inauspicious is opposite of that, right? Auspicious is everything that is very fortunate, or that is suggesting future good fortune and success, and inauspicious is opposite of that, right? So when Krishna also appeared at that time also, how was the weather and everything? It was actually very inauspicious. It was Ashtami, right? It's Janmashtami. So it was Ashtami, but it was a very dark night, it's described. There was a lot of lightning going on, rains, and the Yamuna was flooding at the time. So it was a lot of lightning going on, very dark, dangerous kind of atmosphere was there. So why does Krishna come like this on such a, he's God, he can make everything nice. Why does he have to come in such a
Bad weather?
difficult weather and all that? Because he is showing that it does not matter whatever, you know otherwise things may people may worry things to be inauspicious, but when Krishna appears everything automatically becomes auspicious. Appearance of Krishna is itself auspicious, and even the darkest nights, even the worst hours, even the most verse of the yugas, which is Kal Yuga, becomes nice and auspicious because Krishna appears in it. So, this Kal Yuga actually is described as there are many, many negative things about Kal Yuga. But what is the most wonderful thing about it is that in this Kal Yuga, there is Harinam Sankirtan. So just by chanting the names of the Lord and saying Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So all you have to do is surrender and say the name, chant the holy names of the Lord, and actually Lord is right there as the holy name in front of you and with you. So he is immediately present next to you when we chant the holy names of the Lord. He's right there. Right? In the past, you guys, it was so difficult to invoke the presence of the Lord. Right? In Treta Yuga, in Satyuga, people had to fast and do so many austerity for thousands of years. They will have to stand on one leg and not eat, and not even breathe. Dhruv Maharaj, and he had stopped breathing and all the air had stopped. So he had to do so difficult austerities, and then only Lord appeared in front of him for thousands and thousands of years. Can you stand on one leg for even one day?
No.
For 2 hours,
No.
3 hours?
No.
So they used to do that for thousands and thousands of years. for Krishna to appear.
But how?
Yeah, and now it is so easy. Just to get Krishna, what I have to do? I have to put my arms up in the air, surrender to Krishna, and say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare.
Hare.
And Krishna is right here as the holy name. So it's so easy. So
In Treta
Ekah
Yuga,
asti mahan guna. So it
Yogi,
said that this Kali Yuga has a lot of negative things, but one thing is really good about this Kali Yuga, and that is the Harinam Sankirtan. That just by saying the name of the Lord is available right in front of us. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as a devotee, and he came to establish the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, the Sankirtan movement. Because in Dwapar Yuga, when he came as Krishna, he gave the Bhagavad Gita, right? We are remembering shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, right? So in Dwapar Yuga, he came as Krishna and at that time, what happened? He gave the principles of how we should follow. But can we close the whiteboard?
How do you do it?
Whoever started it needs to
Nitya.
stop the because we don't want to be distracted. Okay. Okay.
How? It doesn't work.
Well, then I'll have to stop it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
What was
Okay.
that?
So,
I don't know.
so we have to. So in this Kali Yuga, we are very thankful for the holy names of the Lord, and they have been given to us by the Sankirtan movement, which was started off by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Krishna came in Dwapar Yuga, he gave the theoretical knowledge, right? He gave how we should, what are the principles by which we should live by. But then, still, then Kali Yuga started after that, when he left the this earth. After that, the Kali Yuga started, and things started going down, and people forgot about all the knowledge that he had given, and thus he had to come as Lord Chaitanya
Why?
Mahaprabhu to show that this is how we can actually follow this Sankirtan movement. Sometimes a teacher tells you that for somebody who's learning how to write, the teacher says that write A like this, B is like this, C is like this, but sometimes the
Yeah.
child cannot still follow. So what does the teacher do? He holds the hand of the child and say, make it like this, like this you write a capital A, and you write this, you write the capital B. So he
If
holds
you
the
don't,
hand. So he shows by um, practical example. So
yeah,
similarly,
if you don't
similar,
practice,
similarly, Krishna showed by his practical example that how are we supposed to follow the um, the knowledge that he gave in Bhagavad Gita. He showed by his practical example by coming as a devotee that this is how you are supposed to live your life as a devotee. So that was one of the reasons. So now we talked about the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, who remembers? We have talked about this on another special class that we had. Is who asked, who requested Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come? Who called for him? Does anyone know? And I think your hand is up by default from earlier. So you can put your hand down unless you know this answer. Does anyone
I was
know?
trying to tell her that.
Does anyone know who called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who requested, prayed for him to come?
Srila Prabhupada.
So Srila Prabhupada, he was just, he came within the last century.
Oh,
So it has to be before that because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in 1486. Much, much earlier than that. So it was Advaita Acharya. So on Advaita Acharya's appearance day, we had discussed about this, that Advaita Acharya. So remember, there is a Panch Tattva. He is one of the Panch Tattvas. So when we say Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Jai Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So he's one of the Panchatattva Advaita Acharya. And he prayed. He saw that people in this Kali Yuga are suffering so badly. So what he did was he prayed to the Lord that he had full faith in the scriptures. So that is a good example of how if we have full faith in the scriptures, then we can do great things. So he had read in the scriptures that if you offer a little water of Ganges and some tulsi leaves, basil leaf, to the Lord and sincerely call out for him, then he will appear. And he saw that people are suffering in this world. So he sincerely sat on the bank of the Ganges and he prayed that, oh Lord, please appear to redeem the people of this Kali Yuga from this pitiful condition. And so he prayed and prayed, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Who were the parents of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So he appeared in the family of, his father's name was Jagannath Mishra and his mother's name was Sachi Devi. Hint, hint, might come in a Kahoot sometime. So his father's name was Jagannath Mishra and his mother's name was Sachi Devi. He had an elder brother. Shania, are you trying to say something?
Yes. Whenever we do Kahoot, it's gonna take a while because we have to load it in our iPad.
Yeah, we'll do it in about 15-20 minutes, around 6 o'clock. Okay, so he had a elder brother who took sannyas. His elder brother's name was Vishwarupa. Okay, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life is described in a scripture that is, there are many scriptures about him. A lot of people wrote about the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The main one is called as Chaitanya Bhagwat, and then there is Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Chaitanya Bhagwat is written by a wonderful devotee, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur, and then Chaitanya Charitamrit is written by Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami. Okay. Now, in the Chaitanya Charitamrit, the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is described in 3 parts. Okay, the first part is called as Adi Leela. The second part is described as Madhya Leela, and the last part is described as Antya Leela. Okay. Now, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the first part is 24 years. The first 24 years of his life are described as in the Adi Leela. The next 6 years, and that is the time, in the initial part, he had actually not established the Sankirtan movement. He started the Sankirtan movement only when he was around 23 years of age. Okay, and the first 24, as I said, are described as the Adi Leela. He took sannyas at the age of 24. And then his initiation, or Diksha Guru, who gave him initiation, his name was Ishwar Puri. And then his sannyas guru is somebody else. So there are 2 initiations, right? There can be for great acharyas. They can be who's a guru? There can be 2 types of guru. Okay, this is in general. There is a shiksha guru, or anybody who's teaching you about spiritual knowledge is a shiksha guru. They are just teaching you about spiritual knowledge, or they're helping you advance in the path of devotion. So that's a shiksha guru. And then diksha guru is one person who specifically gives you the Harinam, and you accept him or her, him mostly in ISKCON, as as your spiritual master. Okay, like the spiritual master of Prabhupada is Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. Okay, so so like that, and then a lot of Maharaj or people who are there right now, for them their spiritual master was Srila Prabhupada. So like that, for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas at the age of around 24, and he took sannyas. His sannyas guru was Keshava Bharti, a person called as Keshav Bharti. But but the his Diksha Guru was Ishwar Puri. Okay. Now it is described that Lord taking sannyas is a beautiful pastime in itself. He did not have to take sannyas, right? Krishna himself doesn't necessarily have to take sannyas. Sannyas is when it is so there are different ashrams in life, and the life is just any person's life, as Krishna has made four varnas and four ashrams, as divides the social um, life of people into four varnas and ashram, and that is described in the Bhagavad Gita. And the last ashram, I won't go in details of that. It's probably too much information right now for you all, but some other day we'll talk about it. But one of the ashrams, the final ashrams, is sannyas ashram. When you are saying that I'm not going to be living with the family, I'm going to be dependent completely on the mercy of the Lord. So a sannyasi actually does not keep any money or house. They are completely dependent on whatever they get in bhiksha, or or by asking alms, and the other people in the society have the responsibility of take care of them. The sannyasi's only responsibility is that they surrender their life to serving the Lord and spreading the name of the Lord. So they don't keep they leave their house. They don't live in a house in the same house. They change places from one place to another. They go spreading the spiritual knowledge. So such a person is a sannyasi. Uh, just so you know, nowadays in this Kali Yuga, actually taking sannyas is not necessary. It is not recommended. In this day and age, it is not something that is recommended. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had appeared, at that time, the only reason he took sannyas was because at that time people listened more to a sannyasi, and he was trying to spread this Sankirtan movement, and people would think, oh, he's just 23, 24-year-old, why should I listen to him? And then he was like, okay, maybe for the benefit of the people, I'll take sannyas, and then they will, because they did used to respect the sannyas ashram, and for spreading the holy name of the Lord, he of himself, and he was acting as a devotee, he took sannyas. He took sannyas, and then after that he was going to Vrindavan after that. But then, as we discussed on the Nityananda Trayodashi special class, Lord Nityananda, he diverted him to this place called as Shantipura, where Advaitacharya's house was there. And there Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had his first wife's name. He was a grahastha initially before taking sannyas. He had one wife. Her name was Lakshmi Priya, his first wife. But then at a younger age, she actually died because she got a snake bite. So she left her body. And then she had another wife whose name was Vishnu Priya. So that was the second wife. So his mother's name was Sachi Devi. His father's name was Jagannath Mishra. He had two wives. First wife was Lakshmi Priya, who passed away due to a snake bite, and then second wife was Vishnu Priya. Okay, so that is all the information about early life of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His name when he was born, what was he called? His name was Vishwambhar. So his Vishwambhar Mishra was his birth name that was given. But he was also called as Nimai or Nimai Pandit, people used to call him. And why was he called Nimai? Because he was born under a neem tree. Okay, so neem is a type of it's a type of a tree, neem, and he was born under the neem tree. So people used to lovingly call him Nimai. But the name that he was given by his parents at birth was Vishwambhar Mishra. Um, so again, he had this. His elder brother was there. His elder brother had taken sannyas earlier than him, and his name was Vishwarupa. And Nimai, when he was born early on in his life, he was actually a very big scholar. He used to, there's something called as Shastra, when people discuss about the Shastras, about the scriptures, and he was very good at that. So he used to talk to even much older, very accomplished people. He used to debate with them about scriptures very easily. And he was a very, very good scholar. He was so good that he used to, just for fun, he used to get into this scriptural discussions with very learned scholars, world-renowned scholars, and they would come and he would engage in this Shastra discussion. And because of that, actually, some people who knew that he is Krishna did not actually appreciate that too much, because they were waiting that, when will he start the Sankirtan movement? Like Lord Nityananda was waiting that when will Lord start his Sankirtan movement. And just talking about scriptures, about the just discussing that was not that much fun. But the chanting of the holy name is the Yug Dharma. Yug Dharma means that is the prescribed way to achieve Lord in this yuga. So there are, in different yugas, there are different prescribed ways of how you can achieve the Lord. And in this yuga, in the Kal Yuga, the recommended way is the chanting of the congregational chanting. Congregational chanting means together. So can we all together chant the holy names of the Lord, and can all say the Hare Krishna Mahamantra together? So let's unmute and say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Once more. Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Yes. So that is like that. And we can do kirtan, nice. We are going to meet this Sunday, and we are going to do some congregational chanting. We are going to do some kirtan and the program. I think I've put a flyer on there, so if anybody is available to come or has time this Sunday evening, we are going to meet together and do some nice kirtan about Lord Chaitanya. So, this congregational chanting of the holy name is the recommended way to achieve Krishna in this yuga. Okay, so in Kali Yuga, that is the recommended way. So, he set up this congregational chanting and he gave it to everybody. So, what happened around that time, around the 15th century, what was happening is that people or the Brahmanas were saying that no, not everybody is allowed to take the names of the Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, why? Everybody is actually, that is why I have appeared. His whole reason for appearing is that everybody needs to chant the holy name of the Lord, and he made it open to everybody. It is no certain person, no caste, no creed. Uh, the sex does not matter. You are male or female or child or adult, or you are Brahmana or you are Shudra, or you are, so whatever these you are rich, you are poor, all these social determinants. You are an Indian, you are a American, you are a Chinese, so no Russian, whatever. So it does not matter that what caste you are from, what creed you are from, what religion you are from, what um, background you are from, if you are rich or poor. So he said everybody can take the holy names of the Lord. Okay, so he made it open to all. Before that, it was not open to all. Before that, people used to say, no, no, no. Brahmanas used to say only we are the ones who are supposed to chant in a certain way and this and that, and it has to be done in a very proper way. Not everybody should be, can just chant in the roads and this and like that. It cannot be an offense, and a lot of those things are going on. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, this is the so that's why he's called as the one of you said that he's called as the most merciful incarnation. So he is the most merciful incarnation because he gave the holy names of the Lord. He gave himself to the people by by chanting of the holy names. So he came in the mood of Radharani. His mood was just like Radharani is always thinking about Krishna. He also was always chanting the holy names of the Lord, and he went to door. He guided the Goswamis. So remember we talked about the six Goswamis. Um, so all the six Goswamis were basically the followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They followed his teachings. They were the prime disciples of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so he gave instructions to Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. So all these different Goswamis got instructions from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu about uh, spreading the holy names. He gave instructions to Rup Goswami uh, and Sanatan Goswami to go to Vrindavan and set up the holy places of the Lord. He found out the Radha Kund. We had discussed that on the Radha Kund special class. That he showed where the Radha Kund and Sham Kund are right now in Govardhan. They had disappeared. They were just like small little puddles in a rice paddy field when he went there, and he said, no, 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 this is the exact place which is the Radha Kund, which was established by Krishna in Dwapar Yuga. That after Arishtasur got killed, and the gopis said you have to um, you have to um, bathe in the holy waters, and Krishna said, well, if that is the case, I'm just going to bring all the holy waters here itself. And he just brought all of them in a pond that was the Sham Kund. And then Radharani said, okay, so you have your Kund, I'm going to make my own. And she made the Radha Kund. And the Radha Kund is the highest place of devotional service in this whole world. And we were actually just last week, we were actually, the reason I did not take classes few times was because we were in India. We went to Vrindavan and we had gone to the Radha Kund and Sham Kund. And
Actually, people say um the Radha Kund is very like neat and Krishna Kund is like
yeah, it is
what to say,
beautiful.
like all over
Yes, the Radha Kund is like
very
is
neat.
like a rectangular shape, whereas the Sham Kund is like a bean shape. It's not a perfect rectangle, and we had talked
I
about the
know it's like
Pandavas staying there,
no shape.
right? So the Goswamis were given the job of going to Vrindavan and re-establish the worship places and the pastime places of Krishna over there. So like this, he gave instructions like that. He found out Radha Kund, Sham Kund. In the first 24 years of life, as I said, he was very scholarly initially, but then at around 23 years he started the Sankirtan movement. By 24 he took sannyas, and then he went on a South India yatra. So he went to different holy places in southern India. And the next 6 years are described as Madhya Leela, which talks about all the places that he visited. And then eventually he got established in his last 18 years of life is called as Antya Leela, and that is in Jagannath Puri he stayed. So the maximum time he actually stayed in Jagannath Puri. Um, and Mayapur also was the first 24 years of life, and then after that South India, and then Jagannath Puri. So he established the Sankirtan movement, and then eventually he stayed in Jagannath Puri. He used to dance in the Rath Yatra festival of Lord Jagannath over there. The first time when he saw Lord Jagannath in the temple, he actually fainted because he was in the mood of a devotee, and he had these special. He would exhibit these special kind of ecstasy symptoms. Um, I won't go into too much details about that, but he actually fainted. And who who were his associates over there? There was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was actually a philosopher, famous philosopher over there. He was a priest at the Jagannath Puri temple, and he actually kept him at his house. So initially, when he went to Jagannath Puri, he stayed in Kashi Mishra's house, and eventually Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya's house. Second time when he reached over there. So Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya was a scholarly person, and he was eventually from Mayavadi. He was turned into a devotee by association of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So there are many, many, many wonderful pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very nice stories. I gave you just an overview of his life, so you know who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, but you actually get to know him when you hear about his pastimes. So, I think we are running short of time, so I will start with the Kahoot, and then in the Kahoot we can discuss a few more things about his pastimes. Um, but yeah, it's really really wonderful. So once maybe we, finish the Bhagavad Gita, it will probably be a while, but in a year or two, then maybe or during this time, at times we can take some discussions about Lord Chaitanya and his pastimes, because he is actually the yoga avatar for this yoga, and he is our captain. We should follow a captain of our ship, and he is the captain of our ship in Kali Yuga. So, okay, I'll stop over here. Any questions you all have?